What's cracking? All you casuals out there. We're back again with another tier list. The most unhinged MMA fighters of all time. Part 2. What's up, Charlie? Bronson, Nick. What's up, Cool Breeze? How you doing? 100 degrees today. It's not that far off here. Let's see. We got that dry heat out here, though. It's 96. Not too far off. But yeah, let's recap where we left off, shall we? So we've got Dumas. Who the hell is this guy? I don't know who the fuck that is. And what's his name in E? We've got Luis Pena. What is this guy's? This guy's Dimitri something. And Lightning Lee Murray in D tier. We've got Husamar, Paul Harris, Brett Rogers, and I can't remember his name. I can't remember this guy's name, but they're in C tier. We got Gilbert Ivel. What is this guy's name? Oh, Gerard Gordeau, John Jones, and Conor McGregor in B tier. We have Phil Baroni, Abel Trujillo, I think. I can't remember this guy's name in A tier. And then we've got the most notoriously unhinged MMA fighters only in S tier. And so far we've got Vyacheslav Datsik, Travis Fulton, Joe Sun, and what is this guy's name? Warhammer. What is his name? I can't remember his name. But yes, that's the tier list so far. So we're looking for some more suggestions for this glorious tier list. And I should be joined by one Mr. Big Red here shortly. But we do have quite a few. I mean, that's the beauty about doing a tier list like this is you could pretty much just go on for days, endlessly stack this full of unhinged MMA fighters. Oh yeah, Joe Schilling is on there. One that we haven't gotten into yet is Mayhem Miller. Let's see. Yes, Jason Miller. Which I actually heard he's doing better as of late. But let's see. That's a good one. Yes, Jason Miller. Let's see. Let's check out some of his obviously not the best MMA fighter. Unhinged for many reasons. I think he was involved in the Strike Force brawl. He notoriously crashed out on Ariel Helwani and tried to attack him on his show. Let me see. Yeah, so let's check it out. Yes, the Strike Force Nashville brawl. Yes, Miller appeared on Ariel Helwani's internet talk show, The MMA Hour, to promote his upcoming film. Here Comes the Boom. Miller gave an interview in character as Lucky Patrick, his role from the film, and became upset with Helwani and asked him to instead give an interview as Jason Miller, still in his persona. Miller stormed off the set in rage. Yeah. Definitely a crazy motherfucker, but let's see. In 2012, Miller was arrested in Mission Viejo, California, and charged with trespassing and burglary after an incident at a church. The pastor at the church told law enforcement that Miller had broken into the church and destroyed a variety of picture CDs and books inside. Miller also discharged a fire extinguisher, leaving a residue trail to the second floor, where police reportedly found a naked Miller sleeping on a couch. He was taken into custody and later released on a $20,000 bond. The charge was dismissed when the complaining witnesses in the case thought it would be best to give Miller spiritual guidance as opposed to jail time. Miller was arrested for an outstanding warrant in October 9th, 2014, after a 5-hour-long standoff with the SWAT team outside of his Orange County, California home. Over the course of the standoff, Miller gave live updates through his Twitter account. Oh, we have one Mr. Big Red here. What's going on, Big Red?
Yeah, I'll put my camera on in a second.
All right, man. No worries. What's up, Scott? He said, "What's up? Hope everyone had a good day." Yeah, it was a good day. How about you, Big Red?
It was a day. It was a productive day.
That's good.
Got a new word for size in there. Seismic. I'm liking that.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like Seismic Red. I think that's it's a new one. You know, getting
It
creative.
always is. It's never repeated.
So we're going through the arrest record of one Mr. Jason Miller. In 2015, law enforcement responded to a domestic disturbance call at Miller's residence involving Miller and two women. After deputies arrived, Miller threw a ceramic tile at them and threatened them with a fire extinguisher. What's up with this guy and fire extinguishers? And a metal pole. He was tased by police and arrested for assault. In 2016, he was arrested for suspicion of driving under the influence. That's kind of random.
I have a theory about this fire hydrant thing. I think that was once used on him as a last ditch effort, and it was effective. And he just repackaged it and then started using it on his enemies after it subdued him.
Got some inspiration from it for it.
Yeah.
In 2016, Miller was arrested in California. He was accused of vandalizing a brick wall outside of a Stay Ready tattoo with graffiti, said Roxy Fiat, spokeswoman for Orange County District Attorney Office, a tattoo shop in Lake Forest, California, 2 months prior.
Did you cover his standoff already?
Yes, I already went through that.
No.
He was arrested in Costa Mesa and charged with 2 counts of assault and battery after allegedly injuring a security guard and spitting on a police officer. The charges were dismissed. In 2018, this is a long one. He was charged with felony vandalism in Orange County after destroying property at his girlfriend's house. Miller's girlfriend claimed that during an argument, Miller smashed a large marble table, punched holes in the walls, tore down doors, derailed the home's garage door. He was arrested and held without bail.
Did you cover his earlier one in the church?
Yeah. Yes.
You talked about the church too? Yeah.
He was arrested and held without bail, charged with felony vandalism, charged maximum penalty for 8 months in jail, but due to the nature of incident, prior convictions and a probation violation, Miller faced up to 23 years at a California state prison. While he initially pleaded not guilty in 2019, it was reported that Miller had accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 1 year in jail, with time served being credited. He was released from jail in September 2019. And then in 2020, Miller was arrested and charged with the felonious of first degree. Wait, what? With the felonies of first degree burglary and grand theft auto. He was held in Orange County jail without bail.
Miller he stole the girl's car that he was seeing.
Okay. He pleaded for a vandalism charge. A grand theft auto charge would be dismissed. Miller was sentenced to 1 year of incarceration and 2 years probation. So yeah, that's the arrest record of Jason Miller. And again, like, I think he was an unhinged kind of guy in general. Being arrested a lot. Obviously, the guy has issues. I think he's spoken about it a little bit. Where would you put Mayhem Miller on this list?
I mean, like, if we have people like Phil the Baroni in A, so and I think
he's gonna go somewhere.
I think he's B.
See, it's tough because
it's a lot of stuff, but like, you know,
right.
you can't put him in the same pedigree.
I almost think because
it's like all drug fueled too.
Yeah, was he ever a dirty fighter?
Never DQ'd. I think he was, I think he was only ever docked points once or twice.
I think he goes. Geez, it's been so public, and I think that kind of adds to it, you know. I don't know. I'd almost put him like because I don't know if he's up here with like even Lee Murray or Louis Pena.
That's why I don't think he's an A.
I think he'd maybe have to go down to E, like with Sequidrius Dumas.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said you put him in E. I don't know. No, he's at least like a C or a B.
You think he's all the way up in C, huh?
Yeah, I think he's a C.
All right. I
'Cause,
can't
like,
remember who. Oh, yeah, this is Joe Schilling. I think. I mean, I don't know. Joe Schilling and Dumas. I think he. I don't know. I think he should go down lower because it's not like he was ever. What's up, Andrew? He says B for bully beatdown. I like that.
yeah, well, Bully Beatdown getting canceled was like, it wasn't even canceled. I don't even think. I don't think it got canceled. I think that like I think that it started like they ended it because he started like going off the rails.
Yeah, I like. I just don't think you can put him up there like with Husamar Paul Harris, Brett Rogers, and God, what is this guy's name? Oh my God, it was like
I,
Vincenzo or something.
wait,
Vincentio.
wait, who are you pointing to?
This guy right here. I'll make his picture bigger. I can't remember his name or why he's on this list.
Was it one of the people that I
Yes.
sent you?
Yeah.
It was here, let me go back.
Isn't he in prison? If so, does he dye his hair with Kool-Aid?
It
I don't
wasn't.
know.
Wait, you're not talking about like what's his name? Dmitry Snoznovsky. That's not it. No, Georgy Valentinov.
That's him. Yes.
Yeah, Georgy Valentinov.
I don't think he could go up there with those guys. I think he's down. I think he's down. Like,
Well, remember that guy bit somebody's whole piece of his ear off and spit it.
that's why I feel like we gotta make Mayhem Miller a little lower on the list. I think he's down here in E. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up to the chat to decide.
Wait, well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, he might not have had as serious of a thing, but that was that guy's only offense, and Mayhem Miller has like 10 offenses. I think he's
Yeah, but
C.
none of
Bruce
them
Lamar
ever.
Powell Harris.
None of them ever occurred in the cage.
It doesn't. When has that been a metric? I give him fine. If you're gonna do that, give him D.
Well, again, I think that we're talking about the most unhinged MMA fighters.
Yeah,
Like,
he's definitely above Cedricus.
okay, here, I'm gonna leave it up to the chat real quick. Where does Mayhem? But what I was gonna say is like when you talk about the most unhinged MMA fighters, like I think that what they do in the cage counts more than what they do outside of the cage. You feel me?
I mean,
That's why like
Bully
Lightning Lee Murray is
Beatdown.
down so low.
Bully Beatdown is a show. The fact that flew and those fights were real, like all of those were real. That was not, none of it was staged. Those are real fights. I mean, the characters, like the character development, obviously, like they phoned that in and like made people bad guys, and they probably wouldn't actually act like that. But like the fights were real, and he stepped in and did like I think he did at least one of them, if not multiple ones of them. But just the fact that show existed is already like that's a feather in his cap for crazy. How the fuck did like what era? You imagine like the legal like you know run around with that. There's no way they would fly nowadays. It's
No
like
way.
bring on random people and then have them get beat up by professional fighters. Like who's like that is there's so much sanctioning around this shit now.
Right.
What state is even gonna host that?
Texas.
No.
Texas.
Arkansas would do it.
Arkansas, boy. Yeah.
Arkansas doesn't have a government.
You know what would be sick? A new version of Bully Beatdown, as with Bryce Mitchell as the host.
That would be sweet. Actually, that'd be really sweet. You would definitely wouldn't be on MTV though.
No. D is fair. Hey, what's up, Chris Cushman? How you doing? Mayhem is the volume striker of unhinged fighters. I like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Eddie Alvarez on there? Yeah, Eddie Alvarez was on the show once.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. All right, so we got the poll going. And it looks like we already got 4 votes. for C, 3 for C. I think 1 for D. So yeah, we'll keep this train on the tracks here, and we'll put him up in C tier. If you guys think, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think he goes up there with Husamar Polaris and
Well, can
guy who
we
bit the guy's ear off, but
can we segue into Jared Wyatt?
sure. Tell me about Jared Wyatt.
So Jared Wyatt was a MMA fighter. I think he was. This happened in California. He was doing hallucinogenic. It was either shrooms or acid, but he was tripping balls and like had his hallucination told him that like he needed to like he was in a fight with good versus evil and his like sparring partner was evil, so he decided that like he needed to kill him, remove his heart, tongue, and skin of his face, did all of that, and then I think if I
Sounds
remember
perfectly reasonable.
and then if I remember correctly, I think he like was cooking part of it. He definitely removed his heart, like just like
Sounds like some
grotesquely.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Yeah, yeah. And he got prison for 50 years, but he took his tongue out and skinned his face, and all of this was like on hallucinogens.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was extreme. Like I can't. I'm actually like I'm sure that some people have heard of this story. Yeah,
I
he
have.
actually. Yeah, that's it. It's he had his heart was in a wood burn stove, like like a pizza oven.
Sounds like a good way to cook it, though. They're pretty thorough.
Yeah, even crazier is that he pled not guilty by reason of insanity.
It's the best cop out. Nah,
Well, he
crazy.
was on drugs.
Well, I think that, again, murder gets you pretty high up this list. I think murder and just the fashion in which he did it is going to get him an automatic A.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
again, like I don't think you can go an S just because the ones in S tier are like they have a long string of being a crazy fuck in and out of the cage, and yeah, this one's definitely at least A. I mean, does anyone going to argue for S?
Yeah, he also like apparently answered the door with this like proud smile to the police and was like, "I killed him. Like it's all good. Like I took care of the evil. Like
Right.
as if like he was doing like a moral good."
Yeah. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Mr. C says, "Did you get to Tank Abbott yet?" Yeah, we can slap Tank Abbott up there. So Tank Abbott obviously was the first like I would say anti-hero in MMA. I don't know if that's fair. Um, kind of. He was like the first Diaz brother type. I feel like.
Well, he definitely he was definitely a fight anybody anytime short notice. He was like the first person that like really did short notice like fights.
Okay.
Like
Obviously,
oh, he did like a high profile one at least.
I just remember him trying to throw that guy over the cage once. I don't know much about Tank Abbott. Mr. C says Tank Abbott threatened to kill Big John's wife. Right? I have no idea. He was Tito's mentor. Okay, I didn't know that. Let me see if I. What do you know about the unhinged nature of Tank Abbott? Big Red.
Well, he I think his first ever fight, at least with the UFC, was 18 seconds. It was against John Matua, and he celebrated by mocking his rigor mortis. If you ever seen the video, or like he knocks this fake fighter out named John Matua, and like I put my camera on. He like knocks him out. He was like standing over his like unconscious body, like ooh, like making fun of him being like stiff, like which is like I mean, for this is so it was so new. This sport was so new. It was like 1996 that like people were already like in shock seeing somebody like flatten like that. Like it's like
Yeah, I
first
mean,
time. I mean, people like seen it in boxing, sure, but like, they don't like the broadcast was like very like not refined, so they just like zoomed in on him, and then they just cut right to Tank Abbott like standing over him, like
Yeah.
mocking him, and you don't see that kind of like brazenness. So I think that was it was definitely a shock. That's where it started. Like, I mean, it ends with Tank Abbott doing random bare knuckle fights in people's backyards. Like as early, I mean, as recent as like 2 or 3 years ago. Like on YouTube, you can find those. He fights like other like white trash guys in like basically the street beefs, but like like the knockoff street beefs
Right, right.
equivalent,
Um,
and still to this day will fight like random people that like challenge him on like Instagram. You could probably set up a fight with him right now.
we'll get Hank the Tank to fight Tank Abbott, see who the real Tank is someday. Um, Also, he probably could have been a competitive eater. Tank Abbott was one of the SWAT team officers in Bad Boys 2. He either threatened to kill Big John's wife or threatened to hurt her. Great
Yeah,
point. When people go out cold in boxing, the reaction is always different.
he fought a guy that he had fought in like he fought this guy in like UFC 10 or like 11 in like way back, and then like all the way like in like the 2010s decided that they were going to do an unsanctioned rematch of the fight in like a backyard, and you can find that. Like, I mean,
Well, I think just like Tank Abbott didn't really do too much crazy shit. I mean, obviously he was a big personality, but I think he definitely goes very low on the list, and I don't even think he qualifies for this list. To be honest with you,
he's definitely an E.
yeah,
Like, the only other thing that I can like think of is like, I mean, just like the fact that he's short notice, and the fact that he was so early on. Like,
yeah.
he was fighting like Kumite-esque fights, but like that's like the same background as like a lot of people that were in UFC, like the early UFCs.
Yeah. How do we
Yeah,
feel about Jeremy Stevens adding an exclamation point after KOing his opponent stiff? What?
I don't know what that means.
Tank Abbott's food cried whenever it was served to him. Also, does Colby Covington make the list?
No,
Mm,
no, no. He's not unhinged. All of it
so
was it
calculated.
was an intentional and
Yeah,
very blatantly stated like gimmick.
yeah, I would agree with that. Also, yeah, Colby Covington. Yeah, I don't think Colby's on the list. Let's see. Um,
We haven't done Crazy Horse yet.
so, hmm, we got any more suggestions?
I have plenty, to be honest with you.
All right, let's see. Let's hear one.
I mean, like, do we want to do Crazy Horse first?
Yeah, let's get right into felony. Felony, Crazy Horse. He just fought last weekend, by the way, on Island Fight, and I personally don't understand because okay, and you got to understand this from a newer fan's perspective. I don't understand the fucking appeal.
A
Um,
Crazy Horse?
yeah, he fucking sucks ass. He's terrible. He's a terrible fighter, and I
Do
guess
you
it's
know the
cool that he
backgrounds,
down
like
to
the
fight
like
so
what?
much.
Do you know
But
where he first got his name from?
where did he get his name from?
Like the story with Wanderlei
Oh
Silva.
yeah, I know about the story with Vanderlei. He knocked him out backstage, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, but then I mean, have you ever seen his like an interview from him and shit?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah. See, here's your problem right there. Like, Crazy Horse will like he'll do an interview and like show off like his condom collection. Like, he'll veer so far off of like the beaten path. Like, he'll roll up a blunt like 2 days before he's supposed to fight. Like, he smokes so much weed that'll be like, out of his system in time. Like, he will only refer to himself as the N word for like 20 minutes in an interview, and which is just absurd. He also, when he knocked out Minoru Kimura, like
Yes. Yes.
he remember he did this. He referred to himself the same way. in that
Mhm.
fight too, and like he brought up. It's so funny because the Japanese crowd like just so polite, like didn't know how to react, so they just like clapped to that absurd post fight. He also refuses to train to train grappling at all. He just won't do it. He'll like smoke like backwoods like and get kicked out of venues like just like the venues that he's just fought in, and he'll just like, get kicked out because he tries to light up like a black and mild inside the arena. Like during his interviews, like sometimes he'll just like throw on crooked glasses with like a lens missing and just keep them on the entire time, and like just not acknowledge it. Like he'll like start talking about like you ask him a question about like his career, and he'll like start talking about like how like his techniques for deep dicking a girl. Like I mean, he's pure entertainment. I can't believe. No wonder you don't know the allure. Like you haven't seen any of
Yeah,
like
I
his
just could give a
interviews.
fuck less about this, terrible fighter who
He's not terrible. He's not terrible.
he's not good.
Look at how he loses. Okay, pull up his record right now.
It's like he's objectively not good. Let me tell you. He's 31-47, dude.
Yes, I know, but
He's
look
been
at how he
knocked out
look. Go,
10 times.
pull the
submitted
page up. Pull the
success.
page up. Pull the page up.
Um.
Like for everybody.
Okay.
Look how many times he's lost by submission.
26.
Yeah, and look at his record before he went on this absurd losing streak that he's on. Like it's not like it was like you go lower.
You gotta go. You gotta go way lower to like 2000.
So like look at some of the people he's beaten. So KJ Noons beat Nick Diaz. He knocked out KJ Noons in like a minute, by the way.
All right, so
KJ Noons, veteran UFC fighter.
Rich Clemente, Dwayne Ludwig lost to both of them. He fought Gomi. Got submitted by him.
Yeah, but I said KJ Noons is somebody who beat Nick Diaz, by the way.
So he has a win over KJ Noons by KO.
Early KO too.
He got knocked out by Bobby Green. I mean, he hasn't beaten anybody of note besides KJ.
Dude, he's not. Yeah, but like it's not.
Minoru Kimura sucks ass. Like, and also
look at his
KJ
record.
Noons
Go click his
sucks,
record.
dude.
Look at Minoru Kimura's record right now.
Dude, he's a kickboxer.
Yeah, go look at it. He knocked him out in 7 seconds. Go look at his record.
No, he did. I know the fight.
Yeah, look, click it. Go ahead.
Minoru Kimura. This is only MMA fight.
Well, go look at his kickboxing record. Pull up this page. Pull up the page.
I got it up. He's 36-11.
Yeah, knocked him out in 7 seconds.
And he fought in K1, which is good. He fought a lot in K1 and Crush. That's cool. Yeah, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
It's not just not terrible.
You know,
you're not talking about like fucking,
no. Carlos Bennett is objectively not a good fighter.
Okay, well he's not. I'm not saying he's a fucking elite fighter. I'm just saying like he's
Me
not
either.
terrible is a different old like ball game. Like terrible is like Jay Ellis.
Brother, he just got submitted on Island Fight in a terrible ass fight.
Yeah, he's 40 or something like now.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's like 40 years old.
He sucks ass.
He's like 40 right now.
Let's see. Pulse says at one point he was legit.
Yeah, he was.
KJ Noons.
Yeah.
The non-fighting questions, but he can't smoke for 20 years. He's on probation, unfortunately. Okay. What's up, Tress? Good to see you. Crazy Horse is the old dirty bastard of mixed martial arts.
Dude, you just gotta know him. Like you gotta look more into him.
Terzi is asking you for a quick 319 prediction main event.
Who's the headliner?
I have no idea. He's not bad. He just has no ground game. I think that means that you're bad in MMA if you have no ground game.
Yeah, you just need to
again.
look into it.
I'm just.
Oh, it's Drickus versus Chimaev. Fuck.
Yeah, me and Big Red have been talking about that.
We actually talked about that on the phone for
and I don't want to turn this
Trevor.
into like Terzi. I appreciate you being here, but like I have separate shows for these kinds
of
stuff.
Yeah, I can't
I don't
even
want
get
to turn
into
this into a whole like talking about Hamzat versus DDP, but
I can't get
me
into
and
that.
Dylan feel pretty much the same. Like me personally, I haven't been that excited. I haven't been this excited for a fight in a long time. So it's going to be a sick ass fight. I think that obviously if Hamzat doesn't beat him in the first round, then he's fucked. Or then DDP, is going to win. That's just kind of how I see every Hamzat fight going from now until the end of time. So, but yeah, back to Felony. Let's take a look at
rap sheet. You should look at that.
Yeah, at his criminal history, shall we? Okay. Oh wow, it's not actually that long. Between 1999 and 20. Oh, okay. In 2009, he was arrested 14 times on charges that include
Yeah, it's not
selling cocaine, burglary,
what it
aggravated
is.
battery on a pregnant woman, possession of MDMA. The charge of aggravated battery on a pregnant woman relating to an incident from 2002 was dropped. He was found guilty on 2 drug charges in 2001 and 2000. He was also found guilty for another aggravated battery in 2008, which stemmed from a domestic dispute. On January 16, 2011, Bennett was training at a gym in New Mexico and got into a physical altercation with a teammate. According to the police report, tempers flared between the two, and the other fighter knocked down Bennett, who then got dressed and left the building. However, Bennett unexpectedly returned 15 minutes later, armed with a heavy piece of steel, and attacked the fighter from behind. He was charged with aggravated battery. And in 2013, he again was arrested for battery. So yeah, he sucks. He's not good at fighting, and he's got a beat up pregnant women apparently. So,
and he also has 21 losses in a row. 21 losses in a row.
And a bad fighter,
Did I say he's a good guy? Did I say he's a good guy? Nobody said he's a good guy. We're explaining, by the way, why his fights were entertaining and why he's like a lunatic. We're talking about why he's a unhinged person. This is about him being unhinged, not him being a good fighter. Did you lose that part?
Yeah, but you were trying to say that he's like a legend. He's like
not a legend. When did I ever say that? Did anybody ever hear me say I said he was a legend?
I'm putting words in your mouth.
Well, okay. Well, I just didn't. But I didn't. So
what was I gonna say? So yeah, I mean, a felony sucks, but yeah, my favorite Charles Bennett moment is from King of the Cage, where he fucking swung that guy around a bunch of times, and then he
after giving the peace sign,
then he knocked him out. That was cool. But yeah, where does Charles Bennett place on this list? D. Wow, so you would actually put him over Mayhem Miller?
No, Mayhem's in C.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mayhem's crazier than Crazy Horse.
Okay.
If you ask me.
Okay. Definitely a longer rap sheet. I think that's fair. Does anyone disagree with that? Do we think we should move? Let's see. Chris Cushman says C. Interesting. We'll put him on par with Mayhem Miller. We might have to do a poll for this one.
Did we talk about Junie Browning yet, by the way?
Who?
Junie Browning.
I'll pull him up. Junie?
You don't know? Yeah, I'll give you Junie Browning.
Okay, we'll talk about him, but we'll put up this poll really fast.
Yeah,
D equals homeless drug addict. Yeah, I think we got Luis Pena and Lightning Lee Murray and for different reasons. I think D is like reserved for like really stupid people who just are criminals. I mean, I'd say Lee Murray is in a different sphere on D, but E is just like kind of criminals who aren't really that crazy of fighters, and then Tank Abbott, who's just a crazy fighter but not a criminal. And then I think C is where we start getting really into like, all right, yeah, these people have legit issues and are crazy fighters as well. I don't know.
Well, that's Junie Browning has legit issues.
I think felony could go in C. I don't know. C and D is like, I don't know. There's not much differentiation between.
If you watch his interviews, C is justifiable.
I'm gonna put up a poll for the chat really quick, and I'll pull up a picture of this Junie Browning guy, and I'll let you talk about him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's two main things to talk about with Junie Browning. So he was on The Ultimate Fighter, which he was already like a lunatic on there, but it's not really like the real main facts. There's two incidents to talk about. One, Junie Browning was like he was admitted to a hospital where he assaulted 3 nurses after taking 16 Klonopin.
Damn.
Yeah, so he takes 16
How
Klonopin.
do you do anything after taking 16 Klonopin, let alone assault nurses?
Yeah, so he pushed a female nurse, which made 2 male nurses step in when he just like cold cocked one of the male nurses and then kicked another male nurse and then screamed, "Do you know who I am? I will kill you and rape your family." And was held there like they basically had to like tase and sedate him and like, oh, did you just cut out of your own stream, dude?
No.
So did you hear everything I was saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is like right after he fought on like the one of the UFC fight nights. So he takes 16 Klonopin, like fights 3 male nurses, gets tased, gets sedated with like, after being tased with like a sedative, and he gets arrested after that, obviously. But that's like the lesser of the two insane things that he did. I think it was like it felt like 2 years later. He was in Thailand, and I guess like he when he was in Thailand, he like got into a fight. So he was with his like girlfriend and like one of his friends, and um he got in a fight with like, I guess like I think it was with a girl. I think at first a guy, it was a guy, um and then like either the guy's girlfriend or like one of the guy's friends like shoved his girlfriend aside in Thailand. This is like his account of it, which meant that he like started fighting this guy, which then caused like I think 10 people to then jump Junie Browning like in Thailand. And all he says that he like didn't hurt anybody, and all he knows is that somebody smashed a mug over his head. He woke up and his like, girlfriend was like telling everybody to stop. But at the same time, the guy's retold the story a million times, and like in his other stories, like there's like 4 or 5 people that he like knocked out before like he got jumped by 10 people. And they took him to the hospital where apparently he was next to like the people that jumped him, which then caused him to like get in a fight with them at the hospital, and some convoluted way somebody eventually tells him like, hey, like you're messing with people that were like connected to like their Thailand mafia. So then he like breaks out of the Thailand jail hospital, like leaves like still like with all the injuries in the world, ripped his like IV out of his arm, which was like he was just leaking blood all over the floor on the way out of the hospital. And then like got a taxi, was leaking in the taxi, and then like went into hiding, and then spent like the next several days like telling everybody that would listen like in the media that he was like in hiding from like the Thailand mafia. And like he was all hopped up on drugs obviously when he was doing all this, and he's talking about how feared for his life, and like how he needed to get to like the US embassy for like he was tripping balls. I mean, he was like fucked up on whatever the fuck, so he like
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how to get to the embassy. And like he was like, yeah, like there's a hit out on me, and he like made up a bounty amount that he said that like there's a bounty on his head. All of it was just probably in his head. I mean, he
Yeah.
got arrested, but like this was he eventually just turned himself into the Thailand police because of like this like fear of the Thailand mafia. But
Yeah.
like it just was like a brawl with like people that were at this like
Right.
bar, and
Right.
there's like no evidence whatsoever
So
that he was getting chased around. But yeah, I mean, for like days, back when it was happening, there was like people were still like not, they didn't know whether or not this is like something to believe. So like there was like a push to like get him like in contact with somebody that he could trust that would like transport him to the embassy, and like people were like bought in. Like they in reality like he was just beat the shit because he got jumped by a bunch of people for like pushing a guy who like bumped into a girl, and then like he got jumped by like the people that were there. But like for days, people like thought he was like his life was in danger. So then his paranoia led them turning himself in. So he turns himself in over this paranoia that he created over drugs. So Judy Browning, pretty crazy person.
Yeah, I think he goes in the C tier. Obviously, assaulting nurses is, after a fight is bad, but he seems just like a run of the mill idiot. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, C. I'd say he's a C.
So you'd put him up there with the guy who bit somebody's ear off, Husamar Palhares, Brett Rogers, Mayhem Miller, and Chelsea Bennett.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I don't get it. I think he's a D.
You didn't see him in the Ultimate Fighter. He was already like an insane person then too.
All right. Well, we got C tier. Fill it up pretty quickly. I want to talk. Oh, so hold on. Striking Ace asks if we've mentioned Vyacheslav Datsik. So yeah, this is the second part of a tier list, and Vyacheslav Datsik was like one of the first guys we had talked about because I think he's like a trailblazer.
He's an S tier.
Yeah, he's like a trailblazer when it comes to unhinged fighters. Like,
yeah,
he's like the
Michael variety. Jordan.
He's like the Michael Jordan of unhinged fighters, So yeah, we've definitely mentioned S tier, and I'll quickly break down who we have so far. So in S tier, Datsik, Travis Fulton, Joe Sun, and I can't remember. Oh, what is his name? War Machine. What is his name? I can't remember his name. But yeah, then we have Phil Baroni, Abel Trujillo, this fucking guy, I don't know who he is, and then this other guy.
Am I muted?
Huh?
Am I muted right now?
No, you're good.
Am I muted right now? No, it's John Copenhaver. That's his name.
Copenhaver, yeah. And then these two fellas, who I can't remember who they are, but they murdered people. And then in B tier, we've got Gilbert Ivel, Gerard Gordeau, John Jones, and Conor McGregor. And then C tier is Paul Harris, Brett Rogers, this guy, I can't remember his name. What's that fucking guy's name? The guy who bit the guy's ear off?
Georgi Valentinov.
Yes. Mayhem Miller, Charles Bennett, Junie Browning.
Yep.
Luis Pena. I can't remember. Dimitri. What the fuck is his name?
Sminovsky. I think.
Lightning Lee Murray in D, and then in E. Lowest tier we've got.
Sosnovsky. Yeah, that's it.
And in each year we've got Dumas, Joe Schilling, and Tank Abbott.
So, Did you put Philip Keller on there?
Yeah, he's on there. I think he's in A.
Yeah, A's fair.
What's up, Dr. Pinar? He says, we got 2 flavors tonight. All right, this is already going to be a weird ass comment. 1 blueberry handsome fella and 1 strawberry handsome fella.
Why are you blueberry?
Unhinged man on man action. Yes, good to see you, Dr. Pinar. That's it. Easily S.
In your shirt?
Huh? Oh yeah, probably.
Oh.
Datsik is easily S for those out of the loop. He's a neo-Nazi who believes he is a descendant of a pagan god and conducts vigilante raids on brothels. Yes, we covered all that in part 1.
Yep.
I want to mention a couple. I got.
He also thinks Jesus is a member of the Israeli intelligence. He's like a psyops for the
Mossad.
Israel. Yeah, he's a Mossad agent.
Okay. I want to mention Rampage Jackson.
I hate him.
You hate Rampage, really?
Dude, he sexually assaults women multiple times, and like just I don't know, like what are these journalist women supposed to do? Like blow it up? No, they get an interview with him, and he just like fucking gropes people all the time. He's always making like lewd, lascivious comments, and I'm like, dude, you're gross, you're a creep, and like he does it all the time. And there's no I don't understand. It's like he's gets away with it, and it's not fucking chill at all. It's like creepy as fuck.
Okay, so we got that. That's 1 strike. Remember he got chased by the cops in his Rampage mobile, and he went on like a rampage throughout the city he was living in, and eventually got The police eventually stopped him, and he said that he was like trying to get to a friend who said he was gonna commit suicide or something.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So, yeah. What other unhinged things has Rampage Jackson done?
I mean, besides literally groping and humping interviewers.
Yeah, he's a creep. I feel like he is. I feel like he went from really beloved to not so much, and I feel like recently with his Jackson podcast, he's kind of came back a little bit
To who? I mean,
to casuals. A lot of people really like that podcast, though.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't watch that podcast. I can't watch him.
I don't really watch any MMA related podcasts, to tell you the truth.
Well, he's just not a good guy.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna go because I don't think he's ever been arrested.
I'm pretty sure he has.
I think he did get arrested that one time. He went through the city on a rampage, Jackson. But I think he goes in E tier. What do you think?
E for sure. I mean, like, I guess if you really value his slam of what's his name, Rico Rodriguez, that much.
Striking Ace asks, have we mentioned Michael Big Red Falcao?
Big Rig.
Big Red. No, yeah, Big Rig. Sorry.
Rig.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I can speak to this one. He was put in prison for 2 years or something like that for assaulting a random woman outside of a nightclub. And then like I think he then was like a repeat offender. Yeah, he was a repeat offender. He also got in a fight with one of the guys that he fought in Bellator, like after the fact. They were doing like a face off, and he like got in a brawl. It's sort of like a big brawl on Bellator. Which was, I mean, I guess like that's happened to like less crazy people.
Sure.
He also he had like this fight that he got into with like he was like him and like this is like either a sparring partner or just like another MMA fighter. And he like assaulted a female customer at a gas station. Pretty sure. And then the relative of like the girl came in. He like knocked out the guy too, and then he fled the scene and um like they all like jumped him, and he he got hit in the head with a piece of wood, like a 2x4, and got knocked out by like this group of people like seeking revenge. And he was in like serious condition. Like I think at one point, like for a little bit, he was like in critical condition. um and like it turns out that like he assaulted the girl because she was like turning down his like sexual advances, which is just fucking grim. And then he ended up dying after a street fight where he was stabbed in the chest at age like he was like 40 or something like that. But he died in a street fight. So where somebody stabbed him.
Striking Ace. Basically, his comment mentions a lot of that stuff. So I think that's pretty fucking crazy. But again, just seems like a just general. I don't know. I mean, okay, he did get in a
just
brawl.
a piece of shit. He's just a piece of shit for
General
sure.
piece of shit. Did get in a brawl. You said on Bellator. Like, was it aired?
Yeah, it was a post fight. They like did like a face off thing, like got in a brawl.
Pretty extensive criminal history. I almost feel like that gets him C tier. I don't know.
Well, he got his friend paralyzed. By the way, I should have mentioned that.
Yeah. What do you think? C or D?
Oh no, he's a B. He's a B for sure.
Wow.
He died in a street fight too.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. I just
Yeah, no, that's a B. It's a B.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that one. Good mention. Good mention. Um,
Did I do
let's,
I think I did a decent enough job doing that
yeah, no,
off the top.
definitely. Somebody asked about Casey Kenny. Let me see. Why did Casey Kenny get kicked out of the UFC? Now that I'm thinking about it. Casey
You know,
Kenny was
I
actually decent. Remember, and then
hey,
he fought Dominic Cruz and he lost to him, I think. And then ever since then, I think he had like one more fight, and then we kind of never
because
really.
he got arrested for didn't he get arrested for like kidnapping. Yeah, it was a kidnapping thing, right?
I'll check it out. Ex UFC fighter Casey Kenny pleads not guilty. Arrested on kidnapping and 5 other charges in Arizona.
Yeah. That's fucking. I mean that was absurd because like he had just came off of like fighting Dominic Cruz and Song Yadong.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep, he fought Cruz and Song Yadong. He lost both of those by split. Casey Kenny was actually a decent fighter.
Yeah,
Let me see if it mentions his legal case on. Yeah. Kenny was involved in alleged domestic violence incident that was investigated by law enforcement. Video footage emerged of the alleged victim's distraught mother confronting Casey about the incident in his home, questioning why the alleged victim had marks and bruises on her body. In August 2024, Kenny was arrested and charged with domestic assault and the kidnapping of his ex-girlfriend. Kenny pleaded not guilty
yep.
and released on $10,000 bond. A pretrial conference is scheduled for October 15 with a trial on January 23rd, 2025. So this has already taken place. I wonder if he has actually been sentenced. He just pled not guilty. Wait, why is there's no update on this? It must just be so irrelevant.
It's still. I think the case is still like
Open,
going.
sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's pretty. Again, we don't have a long history of crazy shit. I mean, who knows, right? We could get some more. I'm gonna put his mugshot up there.
Yeah, we should.
Um,
I
I
got a
think he's gonna
lighthearted one for
go.
you after this one. By
Huh?
the way, I said after this
Okay.
one, I got a lighthearted one for you.
Okay. We're gonna put him. I would say. I mean, kidnapping is pretty.
He's at least a B.
What?
He's at least a B.
No, I don't think so. Okay, well then we have to put Luis Pena up there and fucking Dumas because these guys are getting like domestic assault charges. Like I think we, like I don't know.
I guess I
This
need to
list
look
is
more at the
already so
details, but like
convoluted.
kidnapping and 5 other charges like means that he's like there's got to be evidence that this was a repeat, right?
Huh?
I guess he's like he bailed out. It's not a repeat, is it? It was all the charges from the same incident.
No, well, it was like one domestic dispute, and then a month later, it just kind of escalated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so here's the thing with Luis Pena is I'm pretty sure like he smashed his girlfriend's phone and like slapped her and then slapped her friend. Like one-off incident. Kidnapping's a little bit higher. I'd see.
Sure, sure. Let me see. We got too many fighters in C tier, though. I feel like we need to differentiate. You know, let me actually look. Luis Pena. In 2021, Pena was arrested in Florida, strong arm robbery. Yeah. I know we covered this in the first one, domestic battery. And he bit his girlfriend and struck another woman, and then he was arrested for. Yeah, this guy's like he's definitely a criminal. Like he's got a way more charges than Casey Kenny. Never a
No, it's the
kidnapping
same
charge
incident.
for
Not
Luis
like
Pena.
Luis Pena. Luis Pena is all one incident.
No, it's not. It's June, October, November. It's all different incidents.
What the fuck?
Let's see. Jamil says Matt Hughes beat his wife.
I hate Matt Hughes. I'll get into Matt Hughes. It's a whole different thing. I got energy for that one.
Okay.
But
Idaho looks like he's about to be an A tier when he snaps, goes on a rampage, and flees the country to become an underground Taekwondo fighter. That sounds gay as shit. BJ Penn for B tier. We'll hit S tier in the next family
Yeah.
reunion.
Let me give you a lighthearted one.
Hold on. Andrew B says, "Hey, what's up, Idaho and Dylan?"
How you doing, Andrew B? Ready?
Hold on. We gotta figure out where Casey Kenny goes on this list. Um, okay, we're getting a lot of
Just
suggestions.
give him a C. Just give him a C.
I'm not giving him a C, dude. Look,
Fine, give him a D. Give him a D.
I
It's
am.
fine.
I
Go
already did.
ahead. Okay, fine. Then leave him a D. I
D
don't.
for
I'm not.
priority.
See, I'm not gonna die on the hill of C and D here.
You shouldn't. I just feel like, look,
It's not
look
me
who we,
dying on the hill.
look at who we got on this list to C. Like we're gonna put Casey Kenny up there for And again, I'm not like
I think it's more for me like the fact that he threw away such a fucking promising career.
sure.
You know, like Luis Pena was a bum and he sucked.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like you were 1 foot out the door.
You could say that about Husamar Paul Harris as well.
Rizmar Harris was way better than Luis Pena, dude.
No, that's what I said. Like he threw away a promising.
Oh, he
career
did. He
being
definitely
a
did.
retard.
But the thing is, like, what he did was like insane. He like held submissions until he ended his career, and he did it like 7 times.
Right.
So like that's a little bit different, and like also like he was like roided to the gills, and also had like an IQ that was below 85, which is like borderline like impaired, and so like he was a lot of stuff going on with him. He was insane for like a lot of reasons, like a lot. And he apparently did it in training too. But if we got him categorized, I got one for you, which
All
I
right.
think some real like this is one where I think real devoted MMA people might know about this, but like you'd have to be really in the weeds. Like I'd be impressed. Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland, I've heard of.
Or Kenneth Allen rather. His name is Kenneth Allen rather. Kenneth Allen. Pull up his page, his Tabology. Is a legend. You think the Jay Ellis is a legend? Check out Kenneth Allen. Are you pausing your own show? You dropped off your own show? You kidding me?
No, I'm here.
You're just not on camera.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Cheers. Yeah, pull it up. How about that? So the worst record that you'll ever find anywhere. 1 win, 44 losses. And his 1 win is against a guy that later beat him. So like the guy got his revenge on him, and I think he got his revenge on him by knockout too. Yeah. Well, here's what's crazier. He wasn't fighting just nobody. Look who's on his list. If you scroll down, he fought Nick Lentz. You go to the very bottom. Let's start at the bottom here.
Yeah. Oh my
He fought.
goodness.
Yeah, you heard it at the very beginning. So he fights Nick Lentz, and then he fights Jake Ellenberger right
Yeah.
like around the same time.
He
also
fought Samuel L. Jackson,
yeah, he fought Samuel L. Jackson.
Corey
Yeah.
Simpson, who I
He
actually
fought
have heard-
Gerald Meerschaert, by the way, when Gerald Meerschaert was 3-2.
Okay, he's just another one of those like it's like a rite of passage to beat this guy. Because I think GM3 also beat Jay Ellis, if I'm not mistaken.
GM3 did fight Jay Ellis.
Wow, so he fought Kenneth Allen and fucking
Oh, don't forget, he lost to Jay Ellis. Gerald Meerschaert lost to Jay Ellis. For people who don't know who Jay Ellis is an MMA fighter who has a record of, I think it's 15. What is it? 15 wins and 16 wins. 16 wins and 111 losses.
Yeah,
so yeah, he's lost. Yeah, and he's lost. This is the craziest part about Jay Ellis. Of his 111 losses, 4 of them were by decision. 1 of them was by DQ, and the rest were by KO, TKO, or by submission. So he's getting finished. He's been finished over 100 times, like, which is absurd. Like the brain damage is crazy. But this guy, amongst his 11 wins, or I guess his his 11 wins, no, his 16 wins, has a win over Gerald Meerschaert, GM3 from the UFC. just
Amazing.
found a way to get that win over him. And so at one point, I think in his career, he started off like 5-9, 4-9, and then the dude
Called it there.
he should have called it there. And then, I mean, he then proceeded to go 12 and 100 and 102.
We do have some mentions from the Striking Ace. Mentions a guy named. Oh yeah, let's get into Matt Hughes.
Okay, fine. One last thing about Kenneth Allen. So I just because it's like since we're on the topic of
Yeah.
Kenneth Allen has not won a fight since 2006, and his last fight was as recent as 2022. So he hadn't won a fight in 14 years. No, more than that, 16 years. He went 16 years without a win, and that also is in the face of him losing to a guy that his one win came to a guy who at the time was 6-2, which is pretty funny. Like who the fuck are the six guys that guy beat before?
Yeah. He he has in he's seen a couple of changes in presidency since his last win.
Yeah, he also that guy that he beat also had fought what's his name? He also fought Jake Ellenberger. So I guess Jake Ellenberger was really just like
Striking Ace says
bottom of the barrel.
Got to go to Muay Thai. Have a good one, Striking Ace. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so let's get into one Mr. Matt Hughes. Obviously, what I know about Matt.
Oh, I didn't get my last fact in for
Okay,
Kenneth Allen. Kenneth Allen has never lost by decision. He's been 6 KOs, 35 losses by submission. Never once has he made it the distance ever. Actually, just until recently, I think he had 2 decisions recently, but before there was a time where he was finish only and 44 losses. Fucking
pretty awesome.
Evil. Yeah.
So okay, what I know about Matt Hughes is like he obviously at one point was considered was probably the greatest fighter on the planet, right? At one point. And then his unhinged personality didn't really come out until that season of Tough, where he just was like shown to be a lunatic. That's really all I know about his unhinged.
Oh, I'll get you a hip because I hate him. I think he's a terrible person. So starts with like in junior high, in high school rather, like he was like a senior, like upperclassman. He like had like a hazing ritual where they would like hold down the freshmen on the wrestling team and sodomize them with a broom, like stick that up people's asses, like
yeah, I know it's sodomized to me.
Yeah. He also like had like this thing where like he liked to torture pigs and like but like for fun, like he would like to show like how crazy he was. He like took a piglet off of like a farm and like gutted it in front of his friend and like watched it like scream and like he was like calling his friend a pussy as he did it. So then they just like did this, but they then did it to like a dozen pigs over time. They just like mutilated pigs. Like he like mocked the suicide of a classmate and like openly, brazenly, like did it like at like a banquet, like where like the person who like the kid who committed suicide like just like he had like family members that were there.
Okay.
He like
this goes back pretty deep.
yeah, it definitely does. He like also like bullied a kid into like attempting it, like some fat kid. He also like apparently like sexually assaulted like a 13-year-old when he was like 21. Like he would like repeatedly like go to like this grocery store and like there was like this cashier and he just like would smack her ass and shit. Like I guess he like hooked up with her and like
Too bad Dayline NBC To Catch a Predator wasn't around during those.
Yeah, and he would like bring her around like college parties, I'm pretty sure, and like then like would mock her for like afterwards for having done it. And it was like an ongoing thing. Which is just fucking grim. He's just a terrible person. And then he, I guess, like at some point, like I think that he like, if I'm not mistaken, they like they like. What was it? I'm trying to remember like the exact details before I misspeak. I mean, I can fast forward to how like yeah he like beat his wife and shit
Okay,
and like was a habitual like domestic violence person and his wife like shut up about it because like he was such a big star.
sure.
um he also like beat his brother and they both filed restraining orders on him.
Okay,
um and like did it in front of his kids
damn.
like repeatedly, and then he threatened to shoot her in
His
front of
wife.
the kids. Yeah, in front of the kids.
Well,
And this was like this is all because she like accused like she called him out on like texting multiple women.
yeah, I think that gets him in B tier. Obviously, no, because I think A is like you killed somebody, you know. So I'd probably put him in B. What about you?
I mean, yeah, um, yeah. I,
He's got a pretty extensive history of crazy shit. So I
I don't
mean,
know. Mutilating a dozen pigs just for fun and like sodomizing kids with a break a broom,
yeah, that's
like inciting somebody to
uh,
like almost like to attempt suicide, and then like basically stalking and mocking like a fucking like 13-year-old
yeah.
over like hooking up with
Dr.
her.
Pinar says he also attacked that train. He lost, but it was close for a while.
Yeah, which that train could have done a lot of good for people. I don't care. Matt Hughes is a piece of shit.
All right, here, I'll ask the chat. Where does Hughes go on the list? And then while we wait for that poll, let me see, A or B. Let's talk about Diego Sanchez. And I think I want to mention like Nick Diaz as well, but I also think like you could put them in the same realm on this list. Obviously,
Oh yeah, there's one other thing with Matt Hughes too. He has apparently just pissed on people when they were like asleep all the time. It's
okay.
like just like it just people.
In another life, he's a serial killer for
He's
sure.
a terrible person. He's a terrible person.
Yeah. So Diego Sanchez, obviously, pretty unhinged as like just a fighter in general. Not like a like not from what I know, not like a criminal. Just like a genuinely crazy dude. But then
Who?
obviously the whole saga with Joshua Fabia kind of brought out a lot of crazy aspects of his life.
Who? Diego Sanchez?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
As basically being convinced by this guy that like he was being good for his career while he also like stole
There's,
money from him and
there's two things going on there. He's got brain damage, but he also is a pretty low IQ individual.
sure.
You know what I mean? So, and he was also in a lost place, like vulnerable, like his career and stuff too. Like, Diego Sanchez is a sad case.
Let me see. Sodomy and the wrestling team is a classic. We've all been there. What the fuck?
I don't think so.
Never try to double leg a locomotive. I'm a doctor. I know shit. Yeah, damn straight. R. Kelly peed on people when everyone loved him.
No, they didn't, but they don't though, because but they don't. You know what I mean? They
That's funny
don't.
as shit. Diego
Nobody's.
is
How many people here have actually seen Trapped in the Closet in its entirety? Because I have, and I've done it multiple
yeah.
times.
That's actually, you know what? I'm actually really interested in that because a lot of people don't know, and I'm assuming Big Red knows about Trapped in the Closet because he's
I've seen it multiple times.
I'm assuming he knows about it and seen it multiple times because he grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
Like in like over here in Boise, Idaho, like nobody knows about Trapped in the Closet. So like I've had to tell multiple people about it. And like what's funny about Trapped in the Closet is like it starts out pretty normal and stupid. And then by episode 6, I think it's 6, is when the midget is
The midget
introduced.
comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then like my favorite part is like when he's like but the man was a midget. And then like as
That's the best. That's the best
it,
laugh moment. But like
yeah,
it
and
gets.
he's like midget, midget,
Yeah,
midget.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That his
as
fadeaways
he's
are
getting
just
punching,
vocals. They're not effects.
yeah,
They're
as
like
he
he
keeps
doesn't have like
fading
an
out,
effect.
he gets like further back in the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, yeah. But like the funny thing is like his fadeaways aren't those like when he does that at the end of every chapter, it's not like an effect. Like he doesn't it's not edited and like, he just does it with his voice. It's like you know what I mean?
We
Like he
need to
doesn't do
do,
the fade
you know what? I think we need to do like a watch along review
that for sure.
of
Yeah.
Trapped in a Closet. Because that would be amazing. But yeah, but as you start getting through, like once you're on like chapter 20, it's like this. Your brain is like
So yeah.
worn out from how stupid. And
Like
by
you
the
can't
way, Trapped
follow
in
it.
a
Yeah.
Closet is like the same beat every chapter. I think people don't actually know what we're talking about, honestly.
If you don't, you need like we need to do a fucking watch along for that. We're talking about Unhinged. That is an amazing fucking like.
Yeah, I would be interested in doing a watch along. The problem with Trapped in the Closet, it's so hard to actually find like all those
Oh, I
videos
have it.
on you. You have the whole box set or something.
I get the whole thing. Yeah, I keep it. I keep it in my notes in case I ever need to bring it up.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of history. You get
Yeah.
to see at the library, like the Congress. You know how they categorize certain things.
Look, if there's ever like a piece of media that like I go to like reference at some point and it just is so impossibly hard to find. Once I find it once, I log that shit. I keep it. I have a video on my phone that genuinely like it was like an all time classic on the internet. We got it scrubbed like from everywhere. You cannot find this thing. I had to get it from some guy in on Twitter. He DM'd me it. He had recorded it like 7 years ago and I got it and it's like fucking it's like a gem and I have like so many random fucking things like that where just videos that don't exist anymore on the internet. Like I got the video of that guy, what's his name? Benji Radok. You know, he got in the MMA, the fighter, the UFC fighter that like fought like a guy off the street, like that was like disrespected his girlfriend, and like they did like a sanctioned fight, and he ended up getting knocked out cold by the random untrained guy while he was in the UFC in front of a crowd, and the media like it was a lost video for like 12 years. Like the video did not exist on the internet. I found it like a year before, like it made its way back on the internet, and then Grabaka, you know, Kapoza, it posted it like a year later and like made it more available. But for like a year, I had the video before like you could like I found this in the fucking scrap heaps. I was sitting on that for forever. Like that video is like so hard to find.
I was on the dark web trying to find that shit.
I had to send it to Bisha over DMs.
I try not to defer too much from the the show, but I think that R. Kelly's Trapped in a Closet is a very important topic that everyone should know about.
Definitely MMA related for
if
sure.
Cool Breeze was still in the chat, he would know what we're talking about. Diego is in jail right now. He shot guns out of a window. What?
Yeah, during I think it was like during 4th of July.
Okay. So yeah, where does Diego Sanchez place on this list here? I think
Ending up in a cult. I don't know. He's like chaotic. Like he's like not a bad person.
yeah, I would agree. I think well, I don't think we can put him in C anymore. You know, I almost feel like we got to move Dumas and we got to move.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. We made our choices. We thought them through.
No, but as the list progresses, you got to kind of rethink some things. So I think Dumas has to come up.
Diego's like a D or an E.
I think he's E pretty firmly, honestly. Let's see. We have gotten some votes on Matt Hughes, and they are for B. They're for B tier, and I agree with that. I agree with that.
You said
All right,
B? No.
for B.
No, not B and D.
Oh no, for Diego Sanchez, we're putting him in E.
Yeah.
All right, and then I guess we can probably put Nick Diaz in the same category as Diego Sanchez, right?
Yeah.
Nick Diaz is one of my all-time favorite fighters, but just a strange guy. I don't think he's like maliciously crazy, but
Diego
definitely on some
Sanchez?
drugs.
Not
Nick
malicious.
Diaz.
Oh yeah, he's on drugs. I mean, most of his unhinged shit is drugs fueled nowadays.
Yeah. So now I think, and maybe this is a better time for later, but yeah, we should probably put BJ Penn up there as well. And I think what makes this one so sad is like, and again, newer fan here, didn't actually see BJ Penn's run, but I remember early on in my youth, my uncle was a big time fan of BJ Penn. He had actually trained at Jens Pulver's gym for a while, and he was like all on BJ Penn. And so yeah, it's just really weird to see the downfall of BJ Penn. Obviously, I would say he's most definitely on meth, and now he thinks his family has been replaced, by infiltrators from the government. To it's all a conspiracy to get him. What about you? What do you know about BJ Penn's unhinged nature? And I guess speak about that and where you would place him on this list.
So he's got imposter syndrome, but not for himself. It's like for other people, like people like been replaced. It's pretty. It's all meth related. He's a meth addict.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he. I mean, he's pretty fucking crazy. Have you seen his Instagram? You should pull up his Instagram.
Yeah, his Instagram is definitely a sight to behold, and it's definitely a rabbit hole.
He's got Capgras syndrome. That's what I think is the name for it. Capgras is a pretty severe, abnormal psychological condition. Like Capgras syndrome is actually the kind of syndrome that, in a lot of cases, has gotten people off for crimes based off of like insanity.
Okay.
So it's like that, and that it takes a pretty a high level of insanity for that to be the case. Believe it or not, I was one class from having another major in psychology. I just filled a lot of my electives with psych that weren't related to my major. I'm an accounting and economics person, but I took it normal psych. And Capgras is it's common for people to get let off of crimes because of that delusion, and it's not schizophrenia, but it's usually paired with schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
But severe schizophrenia. It's not as crazy as Cotard's syndrome, but he also I think there was I can't remember if this is the case with him, but maybe I'm wrong, but I think he did have a brief bout of Cotard's where he thought that he was dying. Cotard is basically where you think that it's not really Cotard because I'm pretty sure there's only a couple hundred cases of that worldwide, but he thought he was in on death's door too. So I mean, I guess it's paranoid schizophrenia, but
Dr. Pinar says maybe 6 arrests in the last 2 weeks. He thinks a small cut behind his mom's ear is a skin suit. Yeah. If there are two things Hawaiians know, it's big waves and meth rocks. Says the Hawaiian government is trying to steal his land by replacing all his family with real estate savvy robots. Where would you put BJ Penn on this list? I'm thinking
you have to pull up his Instagram page real quick. Okay. Just look at the thumbnails, dude.
Yeah. All right.
It's really like that because like
I
I'm
so
gonna
hold on.
say he's at least like right now he's currently a B. Yeah, go look at it.
Oh yeah,
Go
yeah,
look
no,
at
no.
it.
B's fine. B's fine. I was thinking A. I really don't want to pull his Instagram page up, but
Just
all
pull
right.
it up. So pull it up. It's a interesting fucking look.
Yeah.
Like look, just click the what the fuck one for example.
Okay. The element of
Actually, no, not that one.
surprise
Go to the here. I can't really see.
so far, man.
Scroll down. There's like one of where it's like a image of somebody in the tree.
Yeah, I did see that one. The other
Yeah,
yeah, I don't want to go through BJ's.
dude, look at the thumbnails. Dude. These are fucking insane.
I saw
This is
that.
like that. That is a history of like continued. He's also a meth addict too. So like
Also, I think he has brain damage, and that kind of goes without saying.
but that doesn't lead to capgrass. Like,
Sure, but it doesn't help.
mm, definitely doesn't help. But the meth and capgrass are like
So okay, hold on. I almost want to switch this stream to I almost want to switch this stream to a trapped in a closet watch along. Have you every time I watch Trapped in a Closet, I end up like it's like 2 a.m. and I'm still watching it somehow. Have you ever experienced that?
But for trapped in the closet, well, for somebody who's watched it through like 7 times, yeah. Like you
Yeah,
don't like you. My fatigue sets in 2/3 of the way through.
mine sets in about when they're in the restaurant.
Yeah, when they're in the bar and like the lesbian, like he
Yeah.
finds out like the girl he's messing with is like dating that other girl. Yeah, that's what I'm just like, oh god. Like
So
it's funny because even the characters in it are doing the same thing. They're like, oh, like he's like remember his like friend, like it's Tyrone, I think is his name.
yes.
Like the guys with him, he's like, oh fuck this, like I'm just gonna cap both of them. Oh, he's like, I'm gonna cap both these
Yeah,
bitches.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, no, like
Weird.
yeah, like they're like everybody's doing it. Every character, even but the two main characters are both doing like, oh god,
What's even
like
weirder is he tried to do like a Tyler Perry thing where he plays like 3 different characters and one of them's an
yeah,
old
yeah.
man, and it's just the weirdest thing.
Remember he's got like the nosy neighbor, like the
Yeah, and
old
that's
couple.
him.
Yeah, yeah, it's just him. I mean,
So what we're an hour and 20 into the stream. How hard is this trapped in a closet full video you got to
dude,
send to me?
you're gonna get through maybe 1/3 of it. The only way that you do this now is if anybody voices interest. I don't know if that like you gotta like set aside time for that. You're talking about like you're through 6 episodes in like 25 minutes.
That's
And it's
true.
40 there's 48 episodes.
I've never watched. I think I've only made it to like chapter 30 something before I was like, oh god, this is just I'm losing IQ points as I'm watching this.
I think there's 33 chapters, but like the first like 6 are like fucking long. Like it's a slog.
It gets. I think the climax of the show is the midget part though.
Yeah, it is really like that's really like oh, you get the gist of where this is going at that point, and it's like kind of up for people to decide whether they want to put themselves with that hell on earth.
I like how my comment proved a point. You've been talking about R. Kelly since.
We don't like him.
Yeah.
Your point was that we still like we don't like R. Kelly. None of this is like like R. Kelly. Just like what a good jovial.
I don't think. See,
no.
not name, bro. You're obviously
No.
not educated about Trapped in a Closet, and I think that it's important public knowledge for people to watch.
Nobody's talking about trapped in the closet like this is like some endearing thing. No, it's like the fucking it's the ramblings of a madman.
It's literally what it is.
Yeah.
That he paid to be produced into a full-length movie slash music video that he literally voices and made the beats for.
I would. I mean, I would say like the damn thing is probably one of the most. It's got to be in the top 10 most mentally ill legal pieces of media that exists.
Hands down.
And I am a fucking connoisseur of this kind of shit. Right? I am. Hey, name it, I got it. And I've seen.
Well, I would like for you to send this to me, Dylan. I think that we should pick up on this tier list and maybe cap it off next week or something.
Wait. There's a part 3
of this tier list. Oh, of Trapped in a Closet.
No, this tier list.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can just.
Oh shit.
I don't think. I mean, that's the one thing about unhinged MMA fighters is just like there's an endless supply. You know,
there's a lot of them.
So I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. What do you guys want to see here? I'll actually, I'll put up a poll because we could start a new one maybe next week. Let's
need to poll up for a little bit too.
Yeah, I got you. Should we continue?
Here, there's put the poll up, but then while you're doing that, here I'm sending you a link because we're gonna need to end up on this. This just happened a couple days ago. It's pretty funny. An unhinged MMA fighter gets kicked off of a flight. Yeah. Dude, why does anybody subscribe to me on YouTube? What the
because of that whole Rigo shit.
But still, like even then, I was telling people not to subscribe to me.
Okay, the poll is up. Vote for if we should continue this tier list or start a new one. There's also a third option up there. I like this stream. A quote from R. Kelly.
Yeah, I'm putting this in the chat now.
All right, you got a breaking news story?
Who, me? Oh yeah, this just happened. Here, I'm putting this in the chat.
Dude, so you have breaking news? Is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, it's a link.
Yeah, but is it breaking news?
It just happened. Yeah, it just happened.
So you would say it is breaking news?
It's breaking news. Play the video. You have a fucking preset breaking news slide? Who'd have thunk it?
Oops.
You have this set?
Hold on.
You have a breaking news slide?
Just chill out, man. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty chilled. It's the guy with the
breaking news. From the reporting station of one Mr. Big Red, we have just received breaking news of a unhinged MMA fighter being thrown off of a plane. Let's go to YouTube with the coverage.
Assault, abuse. I'm not playing. Go. You started this. Bullshit. I'm being treated like a black person right now.
Hey, folks, if you cannot find that, it's just going to
Either you call the cops, and I'm calling the cops on you, and I'm hiring a lawyer, or you're. Don't touch me. I did nothing wrong.
Hey, sit down, man. Sit your ass down.
Yeah, do it. Hit me, you lying ass. Hit me. Right there. I'm out the way, baby. I want you to move. You better wipe and stop and hit me.
I have to speed this up.
Assault, abuse.
Was that Is that the flight attendant holding him back? No, it's just. No, it is.
Yeah. You got to be right when it changes panes to go back a little bit, or like he's up at the front. Yeah, you got to start it there. Yeah, play it at normal speed. Yeah, here you started here. He goes real off the rails here. No, back. You gotta like, get him walking towards the front. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh my god. Aaron Beck Johnson.
Like people need to see it.
Here, let's see.
Yeah. So then it just
Yeah,
eventually
and like it's like
getting
nothing
kicked
really
off.
happened.
Well, the fucking apex of it is him getting stretchered off and yelling that. But that just happened a couple days ago. Keep this in mind. This guy beat Rafael Lovato Jr. in a grappling match like a couple of years ago.
Okay,
He's
so yeah,
competed
I'm
against
pulling up
Gordon
his record.
Ryan. Yeah, he's competed against Gordon Ryan too.
13-10, fought in Bellator. And one fight in Bellator and actually won.
He's
Yeah, as you
mainly a
said,
grappling guy.
Yeah, he's been competing in grappling.
He actually beat Misha Serkinov
Damn.
back in the day.
Yeah, Rafael Lovato Jr. He fucking beat him in a grappling match. It's insane.
Which is insane.
Oh, he grappled fucking Marcus Buchecha and lost on points.
He fought against Gordon Ryan. He got submitted, but like we're talking about a guy who was competing at a high level.
Fought Brendan Ward and Bellator and armbarred him in 15 seconds. Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Let me see. So, oops. Yeah, let me. He did nothing wrong.
This comment made me laugh. Watching these elderly women attack this man for no reason is literally making me shake right now.
I love the way he's scrapping and scrambling. Did he?
Yeah, he didn't let them get the neck control on him.
What's that?
He didn't let them get head control on him. It was important. No wrist control.
Okay, let me see something really quick. Let's see. We got the poll question going. Should we? So we have a couple votes for most unhinged. So they want to see us do unhinged, and I did put an option up there for I do not like Big Red, and actually nobody clicked on it. So
Wait, there was. I would have voted for that.
Can you show Big Red the clip I sent you? Yeah, sure, I can do that.
You got a clip?
Yeah, it's of another YouTuber saying he would R-word me.
Oh, good. Let's see that.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
No, play it.
I'll give you the context of it.
No, play it now.
Okay, so okay. And Not in the AM Bro showed me this because he's obsessed with YouTube drama, apparently. So I there's this guy on the internet, his name is Clown Show. Are you aware of him?
I don't know anybody.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So basically what happened was Giuliano is like
Who?
goes on his show a lot for
I don't know who that is either.
Yeah, it's the guy you destroyed, an MMA nerd.
Oh, yeah, smoke him.
So he goes on his show a lot for like 6 hours. So
Where do I get on the tier list for smoking pure tobacco bowls?
No, you're fine.
Is that a B tier? Gotta be at least a C.
So yeah, Giuliano goes on his show for like 6 hours, and one time Hank was on there, and he basically told me to go on there and give Hank the business, so I did. and then I went on one more time, because like I guess Giuliano and that guy were beefing, and I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, understand it. So been on there twice now.
You've been on there twice
Yes,
on the clown show.
I literally just got done explaining to you the
Wow.
context.
So you went on a show called the Clown Show.
Yes, and I was not proud of it. Let's see. Let me find this shit. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Not in the AM, bro.
No, I mean, look, I gotta know who I'm affiliated with. Like, you're a good
Yeah,
friend
fair
of
enough.
mine.
Fair
Like,
enough.
we know each other in real life.
That's true. God damn it, where the fuck? Oh, he posted it on my Discord.
By the way, if you guys didn't know that, this man flew all the way across the DC, stayed with me for a week. Idaho's a cool dude. You know, like in real life, he's a cool dude for sure.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, like it was a good time. It was a good time. Appreciate that. All right, so this is the clip he wanted me to play.
I owe you a Boise trip in the next 2 months. It's so.
He said it publicly. He said you wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word.
One night, because he only shows up because of Giuliano, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like he just got butthurt about something, so he's been like just dragging me like nonstop or something. And who's he? He's fucking nobody. I'd rape him.
I don't know. I have no idea what his.
I'll rape Idaho. I'll rape that motherfucker for real, for real. No joke. I'd rape that fuck if I want.
Who's this? Who's the guy who's on here with him? That's like, oh, I don't know. Like,
no, you're definitely not gay, dude.
I'm not gay, but I would rape that faggot if I'm mad enough.
Exactly.
Rape that faggot. That's
Guys,
what is this panel of yellow belly? Like, who are these? Who are these? Who are these people? Like, who does he have on this panel?
He says anybody and everybody that wants to come on his show.
And he got turned up over what?
I'm not sure. That again, that was just the clip. I don't watch the show.
Well, you were on there twice.
Yeah, I was.
But what is he saying you were upset about?
That's the thing is, like, I don't think that he I don't think he understands anything at all that's happening. Like, I think he's just a very paranoid person. So he thinks for some reason that I'm talking shit about him constantly. And again, not in the AM, bro, is the only one wanting to stir shit up. That's why he sent me that clip and then asked me to play it.
Okay. Well,
I was like, yeah, sure, I'll show it to him.
Has he ever been on camera before? This clown person.
That's why I was like, yeah, I'll play it off camera.
I can hear the obesity in his voice. I can hear the gluttony. I can hear the cholesterol shaking. Like this ham planet throwing a temper tantrum. I mean, I would if I sounded that fat, let alone being that fat, I would understand like being like, you know, pretty tilted at the world. But like,
yeah,
you're an MMA clown show and you're taking shit that serious. Like, you're at least like be like a clown. You know what I mean? Gestures are supposed to be funny. You're like a mad, like you're a mad clown.
Yeah,
Like,
has got a lot of problems.
fat
Like,
clown.
I don't have any problem with him other than the fact that he's just
I do. Now I do.
Weird guy.
I do. You don't have to. I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah. MMA clown show. Your gargantuan bag of milk built ass throwing temper tantrums on YouTube is the saddest thing I've ever seen. The only reason that you have any sort of disdain for him is because you have nothing going on in your life, clown show. This is what you got going on, having a panel of like retarded people on your show that you can just yell at, and they're all like, they don't know how to handle you.
He's on Kick.
What, on Kick?
Yeah, he got kicked off of YouTube.
He's on Kick.
Relegated to only doing streams on Kick.
So not only are you on again an irrelevant channel, but you're not even you don't even have a channel. So like, what, you are throwing temper tantrums on an app that was defunct 10 years ago. Like, your prospects for life are so low that you're just mad at anything now. If you want to be mad at somebody, you can be mad at me. I'm not going to download Kick because I'm like, I'm in the 2025 and I don't have a fucking flip phone and I'm not on Nextel still. But if you want to get mad at me on your Kick, I'm just going to not watch it and not care. You can go throw a temper tantrum there all you like, but you're gonna be talking to the void because I actually have things going on in my life and you don't. So go get mad by yourself on your weird little like backup app.
Funny to see Dylan on Clown Show and just see what that interaction would be like. On the Ambrose, he literally said that out of nowhere, and that's why I clipped it. Yeah,
This guy is talking all big, but he tucks his thumb in when he makes his fist. He never thrown a punch in his life. He throws it shit like this. He also probably writes with a full fist. He holds his pen like this. Like when he's writing shit down. When he's thinking, he sticks his tongue out with his crayons.
I don't know if he knows how to write, but
His Tard Guard team to get together. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to not let him have a phone. The Tard Guards are I guess they're off duty or like they're just not guarding properly. But they gotta get this shit together. That adult daycare he's in it's a wild west out there.
God damn it. I guess he lives on a farm in Arkansas. I heard his chickens one time in the back, like, or like a rooster, like cawing,
So he's like an indentured servant to somebody's farm.
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, it seemed like he did say it out of nowhere. So yeah, there you go. Not in the Ambro. We played the clip for you. I hope you're happy. Giuliano says, I'm finally done with Clown Show. So self-destructive, doesn't listen to anyone despite logic. He's got
I'm not gonna acknowledge this guy.
This kick stream of his was me and Idaho on the panel. Yeah, when we were roasting somebody. Yeah, but anyway, I like how Giuliano shows up immediately as soon as we start talking about Clown Show. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna do another one of these next week. And Big Red, will you be able to join?
Yeah, for you always.
All right, cool. So tomorrow I'll probably do another stream. Thursday we'll probably do a live chat, and then we got fights to watch Friday, Saturday, Sunday, post show antics, and a matchmaking show. So yeah, fucking just streaming all the damn time around here. Big Red, do you have anything to say to the people before I switch it off?
I predicted Michael Johnson to win that last event before the most recent one, and then who was the other 5-1 underdog that I predicted, and then I picked it to 3-1 underdog. The only reason that I wasn't on the matchmaking show is because Idaho didn't want me to show my prowess, but I'll make sure to get my picks in there before somewhere in the stream beforehand. If not, I'll just I'll throw them out there myself. If you guys want to make money,
you should just join my Tapology League.
Just know that I'm not gonna bet on my picks. The second I bet on them, I'm gonna lose. I win if I'm not betting on it. That's the key.
Okay, now Giuliano says, I didn't know what you were talking about. Big Red rematch and MMA trivia soon. Listen, Giuliano, I hate to break this to you, my friend, but you're not in the position to call shots, especially against MMA nerd reigning champion Big Red. You made your debut against the champ on short notice, and you're lucky that you even were in the ring with him. He's 2-0 in MMA nerd. He's literally
3-0.
He's literally yeah. Wait, you're 2-0.
3-0. I beat these people so badly. It was a double win. Wait, hold on. And am I just tripping, or does it look like I'm like in a slit, like I'm looking through a door, like a?
It kind of does look like you're looking.
What is going on there? What is that weird? Why does it look like I'm hiding behind a door?
Yeah, okay, so I don't know if you know this, but Giuliano literally forced somebody from the chat to come on and play an MMA nerd game after he lost to you. So now he's like, well, I'm 1-1. Well, Big Red's 2-0. Was it
Kobe Wiggle?
He's literally MMA nerd GOAT, and you're new to this game.
Wait, so, was it Kobe Wiggle? Did he beat Kobe?
No,
Wiggle?
it was somebody barely with the intelligence up above Kobe Wiggle.
Well, okay, look, I need to get my call out to No Chill. Hey, No Chill, before we go here, hey, No Chill, stop ducking me, all right? I'm not going to go into your Discord and read your messages. I know you've mentioned me like 100 times, but I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to go in there.
He told me that he thinks trivia is dumb, and he
doesn't want that smoke. He knows what's going to happen. I offered him I said I'll give him $50 if he beats me, and give me $5 if I win. And that's nice. That's generous. But he didn't want that smoke. It would hurt his rep. Hey, No Chill. Come get this money. I'll give you $50 if you beat me. You don't even have to give me that $5. Or if you do give me the $5, you can take a payment plan on that. You can pay it off in like $1 a month over 5 months. How about that?
No Chill told me he's not doing MMA nerd because he's thinks it's stupid.
That's so stupid. He's already on it.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, anyway, I would love to get MMA Nerd back, but Giuliano, brother, you got to get a win over somebody else who like has a win in MMA Nerd before you can face the champ. I'm like Big Red's promoter now in MMA Nerd.
Look, nobody wants to smoke. That's the fact. I've asked for people. I've asked for challengers. Nobody wants to challenge.
Well, I'll try to get. I mean, I could get somebody on. I could get Nick. He did really well in his debut. So I would love to get MMA Nerd back, but it's just I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something anybody's interested in.
I'll put a bounty out for anybody. I'll put a price on it. I'll watch their performance if they've been on before, and I'll put a price out there. You know.
All right, sounds good. All right, listen, guys, we're gonna wrap the show up. Thank you so much, Big Red, for being on the show. We're gonna wrap this shit up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up. You better wrap that gavel up, B.